Homeland, written, illustrated, and made by Aunt Lorraine. This book is dedicated to all the children of Mahar Park and to my beloved husband, Jack, who is the best partner in the world, and he did the photography of the watercolors. Try to understand the mystery of a tree. Stand under God's love. Once upon a time, there was a lovely forest with tall evergreen trees and a small gurgling stream. These woods were home to many kinds of animals who lived together happily. Black, shiny crows talked noisily to each other in the treetops, where they could see far and wide. Robins chirruped and made darling nests in trees for their pale blue eggs to hatch into baby birds. Chipmunks scrambled up and down tall trees, gathering cones for their winter storehouse. A raccoon couple made their home by moonlight along the stream. There were muscular elk and graceful deer, happy to have many hiding places, safe from hunters. Ducks enjoyed swimming in the stream, and it was a nice wet home for big and little brown and green frogs. There a tall bird with long legs stood watch, a heron. Colorful butterflies flitted among the white daisies and pink fireweed, drinking sweet nectar. One day a terrible thing happened in this peaceful place. Men with screaming big machines came into the forest and started cutting down the trees. All the animals were so frightened they didn't know what to do. Each day more and more trees came crashing down until their lovely home was nothing but ugly stumps and big piles of roots and branches. It was a clear cut. Gone were the sheltering arms of the giant trees. The little stream was now filled with brown mud and trash. The forest creatures cried and cried. Finally, a wise old crow gathered them together and said, "Do not lose hope. Have faith in what there may be at the end of the road, on past the clear cut." So, one by one, the different animals walked, flew, or hopped on down the road until they came to a gate. At the top of the gate was a sign, but the animals couldn't read, and they didn't know how to unlock the gate. They had such a hard time scrambling or jumping over or under it. The ones with wings were lucky. They could easily fly right over. Finally, they all made it past the gate, and on down the road they saw their new home, an enchanted forest of cedar, fir, alder, big maple. It smelled cool and peaceful. It smelled like home. There was a boggy wetland which was a lake in the winter. The frogs exclaimed, "This is just right for us." Then the heron said, "Yes, I will love the lake too, and there's even a river with crawdads." The ducks exclaimed, "We will have a lake and a river to teach our little ones how to swim and follow us." The heron said, "Yes, and salmon swim all the way from the ocean to the river in the fall. That's where they lay their eggs. After the eggs hatch, the baby fish swim back to the ocean, but they remember how to come back here years later." The deer shyly pointed out, "There is a green meadow and lawn for us to leap among the daisies and Queen Anne's lace." Another deer smiled and said, "Yes, and there are many trees for fun games of hide and seek." One day an elk discovered a shelter with a fireplace in it. He rang the big bell loudly and said, "We will gather here, my elk friends, for our club meetings." A duck family waddled on a path away from the lake to do some exploring. "Look at this picnic spot with a barbecue and tables," quacked the daddy duck. As soon as the robins saw the first uncut tree near the gate, they proclaimed, "This is where we will make a safe nest for a new batch of eggs." The chipmunks were excited to find a hazelnut tree and chattered, "This will be enough to save a special supply of nuts to enjoy and share at Christmas." Another chipmunk said, "Yes, and they will taste delicious." A raccoon discovered a cabin and said, "Maybe sometimes we will find leftover Chinese food here." When the big old apple tree was in full bloom with its soft pink and white fragrance, the animals felt it was time to have a party for the crow. They all said, "Thank you, dear crow, for guiding us to this wonderful place." Can you guess the place? Yes, it is Mahar Park. We watched the butterflies flit from flower to flower and visit the vine maple cathedral. We are thankful to God. As the years go by, all the park's children are blessed for knowing their family and the families of wild plants and animals, watching them grow forever to be protected here. We honor the memory of Ralph and Mabel Mahar, who generously gave the park to all their descendants. Grown-ups show the children the mossy logs from which grow more giant trees. We all learn we are a part of God's grand design. We learn to hope and believe in the light of loveliness at the end of life's road. As our park grows green, may family ties strengthen in love's remembrance. Ralph Mahar gave us a living green heritage to grow in God's love.